It is a great day to be alive, and I am so thankful for God, Jesus Christ, who lives in us. Today's video is titled Crossing Paths, Luna Timeline, and the Market Crash. As we get into this video, you will see that this idea of Luna timeline crossing path with the market crash timeline does not affect each other. It simply gives us an idea of what time we may see Luna take off. In this video, I'll be sharing a new dream. I will also be talking about the date of December 19th as it relates to the carry trade. And then in the end, tie all of this together so you will see how and why this video is titled Crossing Paths. Before we get started, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing that I'm sharing is financial advice. I'm simply sharing dreams, visions, and interpretations that I feel God has given me as it relates to crypto. Now, let's get into the video. So I want to go back to May 9th through the 12th, 2022, when Luna began to fall. UST lost its peg, and we saw a massive sell-off because of the panic, and Luna dropped 99%. So 2 years later, after the Luna collapse, I had a dream about the two green candles racing to the top. I shared that dream in this video. I also shared how this year in 2025, I saw something as I was trading on Webull, something that you would not normally see on a trading chart. I saw two green candles moving up side by side, just as I saw in the dream that I shared in this video. So if you have not seen this video, I will put the link to that in the description box. In that video, you will hear a snippet of that dream about those racing green candles and those awkward blue candles in that particular dream. And so moving on, I had this dream on August the 5th. The racing green candles and the awkward blue candles, I had the dream on August the 5th, 2024. Also on August 5th, 2024, or you can say 6th, depending on where you are in the world, we had the carry trade crisis that caused a market crash. This carry trade had to do with Japan. So on the same day that I had this green candle dream that I know now is about Luna and USTC, happened on the same day that this crash took place. And so breaking that dream up into parts, the first part of that dream had to do with the green candles. The second part of that dream had to do with the blue candles. And as we move past August 5th, it's important to note this date of August the 18th, 2024, just a few days after this crash happened, a few days after having this Luna dream, I had this dream about the eggs. What's important to note, the two blue eggs were tied to the blue moon event that took place the next day, August the 19th, 2024. And if you've seen any of my videos in the past, you've heard me talk about this blue moon event and tying this to these two blue eggs. Now, whatever video you saw as it relates to these two blue eggs and this blue moon, it has always been tied to XRP. But this also has a connection to this Luna dream. There are two scenarios that give you a blue moon. And in this dream, I saw two blue eggs. Another way these two events are tied together is that Luna means moon. Something else tying this egg dream to the Luna dream is the fact that I saw two blue eggs in this dream. And then in the Luna dream, I saw those two blue weird candles moving up. Something else that ties this egg dream to the Luna dream has to do with the last two eggs. Yellow and red represents crash. On August the 5th, the same day that I had the Luna dream, there was the Japan market crash that took place. So the entire dream of these eggs in this diagram ties in with the Luna dream. And if you want to, you can even go back to 2022 and tie in the fact that a crash caused Luna to now change to Terra LUNA, we'll say 2.0. And so that crash is also tied to this yellow and red egg. Putting it all together, the two blue candles go along with the two blue eggs, goes along with the two scenarios that gives you a blue moon. Luna equals moon. Moving down to the yellow and red egg, representing a crash or a collapse. You have the Japan market crash that took place on the 5th, same day as the dream. And you have the Terra LUNA crash that took place in 2022 that also ties to the Luna dream. Now, there were numbers that corresponds to these eggs that give me days. This is how I derive days. So putting all the eggs together, all the numbers, you get a total of 180 days. I added that 180 days to August the 5th, the day that I had this dream about Luna and these racing green candles, and I got a date of February 1st. Why is February 1st, 2025 important? It is important because it is one of the days that I had a dream about two bears. And I shared in this video the message behind the bear. So if you have not seen this video, which is titled Russia Bear, Japan Bears, and the Chicago Bears Win. I will put the link to this video in the description box. So here we are looking at this Luna dream, crossing paths with this market crash. But there is more. As we take a look at the 2 green candles and the 2 blue candles from this dream, I use those colors in the same way to derive another date. Totaling it together, 177 days represent green, 40 days represents blue, together 217 days. Adding 217 days to the February 1st date, the date where I had the dream about the bears, that gives me September the 6th. Why is September 6th important? It is important because it is Do Kwon's birthday, and Do Kwon is the founder of the Luna coin. This brings us to the new dream, and I am titling this dream Terra Drink. I had this dream on October 20th, 2024. And in this dream, I was watching a video of a person who was at a hotel. The hotel was very light in color. It was very bright with natural light coming through. And in this video, in various frames, I saw this person doing something. In one frame, I saw them wearing a military uniform. Then I saw them in another frame wearing regular clothes. Then I saw them in another frame folding military clothes. And then finally, they looked in the camera and they said, "Just enjoying the white sand on my feet. Just poured me a cup of Terra." And at this point in the dream, I saw 2 cups sitting on like a fountain stand, and you push the button and it fills up your drink. Well, this is what I saw in this dream. It ended with me seeing these 2 cups being filled to the top, and at the top there was like this foam, and that was the end of the dream. So I began to do my research, and in my research I saw that this Terra drink is a type of beer, and the color were the same colors of the green candles in my dream. More research. In Italian, the word terra within military context means ground to ground or surface to surface. So that has something to do with the military. So when I saw this, I thought about war. The person in the dream was wearing a military uniform. So does this have something to do with war? Then I began to look up Terra Beach because they said that the sand, the white sand on their feet. So Terra Beach. I did a search on that and found out that it's really not a beach. It's just called Terra Beach. This is what I found. A resort type thing. And this location is in Kyiv, Ukraine. So now I'm understanding war, okay, Russia and Ukraine war. This brings us back to the video about the bears. Bears represents Russia. It brings us back to bear because of that February the 1st date that we derived. And now we know that this time of events will be around the time of this Russia-Ukraine war. But this has been going on for some time now. But what pinpoints it more is the topic about the carry trade. Again, the first carry trade happened on the day that I had the Luna dream, August the 5th, 2024. In this video about the bears, this is about another carry trade. We'll get to more of that in a minute. And because we added those 217 days to February the 1st and got September 6th, which is Do Kwon's birthday, we can now add Do Kwon to this slide. And now we see even more of Luna crossing paths with this market crash event. More research on the word Terra brought me to knowing that this is a drink in South Korea, a type of beer. It also gave me the definition of cryptocurrency as it relates to Terraform Lab. It goes on to talk about Do Kwon, who was born in South Korea. So both the beer and Do Kwon is connected to South Korea. And finally, this ends with talking about the stablecoin and the collapse that we know took place in 2022. And then as a form of confirmation, as I was doing this research back in June of 2024, June 13th to be specific, I got a notification on my phone as it relates to a whole different video about something. I'm not sure what that video was. But when I looked at my phone, I saw a whole bunch of symbols and I saw South Korea. I took this as a form of confirmation. Terra, as it's used within military context, meaning ground to ground or surface to surface. Terra, it was used twice, just as I saw those 2 cups being filled with Terra in one cup, Terra in the other cup. So again, for me, this is pinpointing a time period of war. It is pinpointing South Korea because of Do Kwon and where this drink is originated from. And it places Luna at the center of it all, especially where we are now, seeing the bear within the markets. And so all of this is crossing paths. Luna, this bear market or bear crash, all of this is crossing paths. And again, I don't think that one will affect the other. I think that it is pinpointing a specific time where we will see something begin to happen with Luna. Now, getting down to some dates. On December the 11th, Do Kwon would have his sentencing. On December the 12th, Kraken has plans to delist Luna from its platform. And then on December 19th, the BOJ, the Bank of Japan, will be possibly, most likely doing rate hikes, which would possibly cause another carry trade. Again, taking us back to August 5th, 2024, the same day that I had the Luna dream. Right now, today, as of December the 5th, we see that Luna is up, or was up at one point, over 100%. And just as I asked before, I will ask again, are we close to takeoff time? I think he meant yes. Oh my gosh. Well, that is all that I have for this video. Until the next one, God bless.